Hi y'all! Hello guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings. Tarot readings from the heart. It's been a long time, I know. Jeez, oh my goodness. I know, what happened, you know what happened, don't you? You know, for you guys that watch, are my avid watchers, thank you for, sticking with me in the channel and everything. You know that back in November, I took 3 weeks off because I was kind of really ill with flu, sciatica and a dodgy foot. Oh man, it was tough. And you know the story of that because I let you guys know what was going down with me, why I hadn't been on the channel. And then I recorded some videos for that week and then I was off again. So I think when I counted it up, because we're nearing the 7th, and I think it was the 7th of November that I actually went off. And then I came back near, I think it might have been something like, I don't know, the 30th of November or something when I re-recorded something. And then I went off again around the 30th or the 7th of December, something like that in between those dates. And then I came back again and I said, okay, I'm going to be more consistent. I'm a lot better. And I was a lot better and I have been a lot better. Thank you, Lord, because it was a bad illness back in November. But then, obviously, you guys know that I had, because I was ill, I had this huge backlog of clients. I mean, loads of them. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Especially on the year aheads. I mean, I had people ordering other readings, but also a lot of year aheads, because it's the time of year when you have a lot of people wanting to do their 12-month forecast, that type of thing. And don't get me wrong, my website has always been I'm very proud of what I've created with the website. I'm very proud of the fact that I've created a very successful business. I'm now branching into other areas and things like that. It's great. But I noticed that because I'd been ill as well. Sorry, that's my Alexa. Alexa, don't turn on. I'm not talking to you. I noticed because I'd been ill, I'd had a lot of clients, and then I had more clients coming in for the year ahead. So I think all in all, in around 2 months, because we're nearing the 7th anyway, and when this reading goes up, it's probably going to be around the 7th of January or something like that. So all in all, in around 2 months, I've only been on twice. Sorry, guys, I'm really sorry, but first it was illness, and then it was, it's taken me literally 2 months to get all of the year aheads and the other readings done and down. And I'm now comfortably at a position where I can finally come back onto YouTube and record. So I just really wanted to come and explain why I haven't been on, why I've not been consistent with the channel. It's because I've been really busy on the website. So instead of putting up a weekly this week, I'm going to put up a month ahead. So we're also going to look at, I know it's a little bit late, I know, but yeah, we're going to look from around January 7th through to February 7th. Okay, so we're going to look whatever time I know that this is going up, I'm going to put it from there. So we're going to look around January 7th or 8th through to February 7th or 8th. So we're going to do a monthly like that. And instead of having the 1st of Jan to the end of Jan, we're going to have a look at, Jan to, Feb, whatever the dates are, okay, that I start, all right? So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get on with the reading, guys. As from next week, I'll be back onto the weeklies, but really I just wanted to kind of just say thank you and put out a couple of kind of largest readings out to you guys, all right? Love you guys loads. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi, Aries. Welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Hope you guys are well. Oh, trying to do that. Okay, yeah, hope you guys are well. We're going to do your month ahead. I'll be back on weeklies next week. Just fancied kind of giving you a little treat doing a January 8th through to February 8th month ahead reading. Also, you've got your 6-month life spread sitting next door, so make sure you check that out. To do the reading today, we're using the smaller Dark Mansion Tarot. I was using this deck. I've used it for some of the other signs. This Might Hurt Tarot deck, but I thought I'd give it a rest. So we're going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot for the reading. We're doing a Celtic cross. Spiritual advice, answer is simple. Oracle cards and clarifiers, the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay, sit back and enjoy. Okay, Aries, there we go. We've got the cards down. Let's have a look. So we look at what the energy is around you. This area here, I call the energy around you in the month. Oh, the Six of Cups. I do feel some of you guys are kind of daydreaming, reminiscing about someone here or something. Because, the Dark Mansion Tarot Six of Cups, it really kind of shows, can you see this woman? She's, looking at a photo. Can you see in the background, there's photos of her and... there's all these kind of things that make her think of the past. Can you see how she's kind of cherishing this photo? Look at how she got her hands on the photo and she's kind of reminiscing. So I get the impression that there's a reminiscing energy around you guys. You're thinking of something of the past, and it's something that has sentimental, because the Six of Cups is all about things that hold sentimental value. So it's something that had sentimental value to you, yeah? Something of sentimental value. Let's have a look at what the foundation is, what the reason is for this. I think with the Eight of Wands, something suddenly changed, okay? And as a result of that, with the but it could also be that there's a message here with the Eight of Wands as well. Eight of Wands is all about messages, but also it can talk about rapid changes as well. So it could be something to do with a message. It could also be something, Aries, to do with a rapid change that occurred with that Eight of Wands, leading to you in January reminiscing and thinking of the past and that type of thing. What's also influencing this? Right, the Four of Swords energy showing here. You know, this Four of Swords is interesting because it always makes me think that somebody is more resigned to something. The Four of Swords also indicates withdrawal or distance as well. So there could be some distance here. It might be what's influencing you reminiscing about a situation is that there's been some distance here with the Four of Swords energy. Maybe the root issue is that something rapidly changed, perhaps with the Eight of Wands energy in a relationship. Now this is the last 2 to 3 months. This recent past, I put this as being what you've been experiencing in the last 2 to 3 months. Okay, a change, a move with the Six of Swords energy. So I feel that you moved on from a situation, or somebody moved on from you in the recent past. In the last 2 to 3 months, I think that there was the ending of a relationship here with the Six of Swords energy showing here. The most likely outcome, therefore, for this situation will be the Seven of Wands. I do feel that you're going to rise above it. I think you're going to rise above the situation here. This could also be read another way when I look at it, though, that maybe with the Six of Cups energy, you are reminiscing, but also more kind of thinking about something that happened in the past. Maybe you've been contacted here by someone with the Eight of Wands. Maybe what's influencing you doing this as well is that maybe with the Four of Swords energy, you've had time to contemplate. Maybe this is you contemplating something here as well. Maybe that's influencing you thinking about the past. Has somebody contacted you here in the last 2 to 3 months? Did somebody abandon you? Did they move on? The most likely outcome is somebody's contacting you and they want to have a second go around. It could be that you're telling them no. The Seven of Wands would be a no. It would be like stay out, that type of thing. We'll have a look anyway. We're going to get some clarifiers on these areas. How are you approaching the situation right now? Or, well, you are the Page of Cups. So you're looking at this situation in terms of dreaminess. You're showing us being dreaming. Page of Cups energy. Fantasizing. Imagination is the Page of Cups energy. So you show us being, right now, I don't know whether you show us being naive. Do you know what? I just get the impression that this is all going on in the head. That's what I get. Because you show us being the Page of Cups. And this is you imagining something here. Alright, what's the foundation? What are you imagining? Somebody coming back. Somebody sending messages. It feels like somebody moved away from you in the last 2 to 3 months. And what's influencing this is the Four of Swords energy. I think that you've been quite down. It's almost like you're sitting on someone's grave. So I get from this Four of Swords that actually you just look to be quite depressed about the whole thing. So I actually feel that what's influencing this is that you're quite depressed about the whole thing. But the most likely outcome would be the Seven of Wands energy, that this is probably not going to happen because this is a no card. I get the impression that this is more about you guys imagining something because you show us being the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is somebody who is imagining. It's all about the imagination. What's coming in by the end of January? The Hermit. It's an interesting card because the Hermit can be somebody new coming in. This is somebody who's on their own. But the Hermit can also talk about distance as well. We'll clarify that card. Let's have a look actually at a couple of areas. Universe Spirit, what do you mean by the... What do you mean by... You said that Aries is the Page of Cups. Magnify that Page of Cups for us, please. What do you mean that Aries is the Page of Cups in 2 cards? I only want 2 on this. Right, so you're heartbroken. 3 of Swords showed up. Heartbreak. Okay, so I feel that Three of Swords and the Hierophant, that's like a separation in a marriage or something like that. So separated. You're showing us the Page of Cups. And we asked, well, what do you mean that Aries is the Page of Cups? And he said, Carol, we mean the Three of Swords, that there's been a separation here in a marriage or a relationship or a commitment with the Hierophant energy. No, so you're not imagining, are you? This is about you walking away from the devil. The Eight of Cups showing it. Can you see that? The Eight of Cups, you're letting go of it. You're walking away from probably a toxic situation. So no, this is actually not your imagination, is it? This is you being the Page of Cups. You're looking forward to new things. Actually, so this is not what I thought it was then. Aries, I think, is looking forward to new things. Page of Cups energy, because I see a separation in a marriage or a long-term relationship, and now you're leaving behind something that was quite toxic and something that was quite suffocating, something that was unhealthy. And I think that with this, you showing us the Page of Cups, you're actually looking forward to it. I think you're looking forward to a new beginning. So that's good, actually. Now, the root issue is all about... But as a result of that, the energy around you is the Six of Cups. You seem to be reminiscing here. So why is the energy around... What do you mean that the energy around Aries is the Six of Cups in January through to February? What do you mean that the energy around them is the Six of Cups? Magnify that Six of Cups in 3 cards. Right, so we've got the Knight of Cups, which can be new love, an invitation. Oh, look at that. Queen of Cups. Oh, but there's worries here. So the energy around you is the Six of Cups. So the energy around you, though, is that you seem to be reminiscing. Okay. It's almost like you're wondering where this went wrong, because there was a lot of love in this relationship. You're reminiscing about the first time that this person made advances towards you, and how with this Queen of Cups energy you were kind of you were, because she's receptive, so you're reminiscing about how this relationship was at first, the Queen of Cups and that Knight of Cups, how receptive you were to this person's love, to this energy, to this romance, and how good it felt. But then with the Nine of Swords, you're thinking kind of thing with the Nine of Swords energy, well, how could this have gone wrong? So even though I think that you're excited for a new beginning with that Page of Cups energy showing there, I do think that you're very excited, because I feel that maybe some of you guys, divorce has gone through. You might have got your decree absolute or something like that. But you've separated from a commitment, a relationship here, and you're letting go now. Finally, you're free from, because the Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. It's free from boundaries. So you're free from this nasty energy. Saturn, again, is the devil energy. But you're free from the limitations and boundaries that this relationship put on you. And I think that with the Page of Cups, you're looking now in January, Aries, with this kind of fresh outlook. You're excited. There's all sorts of kind of, in your imagination, you can see all sorts of new and exciting relationships on the horizon. I think that you're really excited with this card here. You show as being that Page of Cups. But as a result of that, the energy around you is the Six of Cups energy. The energy of the past is still there. The energy of still reminiscing, because even though you're excited, I think here, it feels like you're still reminiscing here, because you're actually thinking about how lovely that relationship was. Maybe you're worried that you'll never get that back again, for example. Okay. Yeah, it just feels like you're probably worried that you're never going to get that back again. Okay. Now, the root cause of this is the Eight of Wands. What's this Eight of Wands about? Magnify that Eight of Wands for us, please. What do you mean by the Eight of Wands is the root cause of this situation in 3 cards? Right, that tried to come up before. The Four of Coins. So this is somebody who is stuck, holding on. But you've got the Tower, breaking free from this energy here. Page of Coins, looking at new potential. So I feel what's at the root of this energy here is that you want to break free from this situation. The Four of Coins in a love reading like this, I think this is a love reading, is holding on. Somebody is holding on, but the Tower is breaking free from that Four of Coins energy and looking at the new potential. So the root issue for you is now about kind of movement, moving on with the Eight of Wands energy. So this isn't a rapid change card. It's all about you kind of advancing forward, moving forward. But as a result of that, you're reminiscing. It seems that you go, for me, it looks like you go back and forth. it just looks like you go back and forth on the reading, because what I'm getting here is the foundation for the month is all about the Eight of Wands, which is movement, and it is change and movement. Eight of Wands energy, and it's all about you breaking free from something that you've been holding on to. You're looking at new potential here. As a result of that, what you're experiencing though is the past. You're still reminiscing about the past because you remember the relationship that you were in and how wonderful that was, how receptive to each other you were, how emotionally connected you were with that Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups energy. But then I feel that with this Nine of Swords, you're kind of saying, I don't know whether I'm going to get that back again. So even though in your foundation it's all about changes and exciting new changes in which you're breaking free from this stalemate of a relationship and now you're looking at new potential, it seems to me that as a result of this energy, you are still kind of stuck in the past because you keep remembering how good this particular relationship was that you were in, and you're worried, shit, what if I can never get that back again? What if it never comes around again? You're worried that you can never get it round again. Because even though you're this as well, you're excited about the future, finally the relationship is over. Some of you guys is a divorce, absolutely to come through, that type of thing. Finally, I'm being released from this toxic relationship, the limitations it provided on me. Some of you guys are reminiscing about the first time you got together and how good it was. Am I going to be able to find that again? Because I'm seeking. And you can see on this Eight of Wands, this woman is seeking stuff. She's traveling. So it almost feels like, you know, can I get this back again? Because I am seeking new love. I'm breaking away from the boundaries that I've set on myself and I'm looking at new potential. But I'm really worried because I'm wondering. I think in a nutshell, when I look at these areas here, Aries, it looks like you're wondering if you're ever going to find the type of relationship that you had with this person at first. Okay. We've got this being influenced by the Four of Swords as well. So I just feel that you've been doing a lot of contemplation and thinking with this Four of Swords. Let's have a look at what you've been contemplating and thinking about. What is Aries been contemplating and thinking about with the Four of Swords? What is Aries been contemplating and thinking about with the Four of Swords? Magnifying 3. Let's have a look. The Sun, which is a positive new beginning. But then the Five of Cups energy showing here. So loss, healing over loss, I feel here. The loss of a lover, Five of Cups and the Lovers. So healing from the loss of a lover. You've been with the Four of Swords thinking about and meditating on healing from the loss of a lover here, which is why you're reminiscing. And this is influencing this area here. So here, Aries, in your influence position, you've been thinking and meditating about healing from the loss of a lover. Okay, but it's leading to the energy around you being that you seem to continuously reminisce about how good things were, and you're worried that you'll never find that again with the Nine of Swords energy, because you have been out seeking new love. In other words, you've been trying to break away from the very thing that you've found it difficult to let go of in a way and look at new potential. And this happened in the last 2 to 3 months where we saw you departing a relationship. So you moved on from this relationship in the last 2 to 3 months. The most likely outcome will be the Seven of Wands energy though. I feel that this is talking about suitors. I think the most likely outcome, Aries, is you've got a lot of attention coming to you. If things carry on the way that they're going, because you seem to yo-yo. You yo-yo back and forth. In this area here, you're all excited being that Page of Cups. You're excited about the future. You've got all these ideas that it's going to be wonderful being free again, being single again. You're going to find this love, that love, you know, because you separated from the partner and you're finally free of all the negativity and the boundaries that this relationship placed on you. So that's really positive. But then you kind of in January, as a result of this energy, you seem to be continuously with the Six of Cups energy reminiscing about the past. You know, you have a desire for something amazing, but you seem to also reminisce about the past because you're thinking about how good things were between you and the partner with that Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Can I get back to that? You're really worried. Can I get back to that again? Can I have that again? Because I'm seeking somebody new here. The root issue is I'm seeking someone new and I'm trying to break out of my own, you know, comfort zone here and look at new potential. That's what's happening with you here. But also it's you're seeking someone new, and though you're trying to break away from your boundaries and break out of your comfort zone, it might also be with the Page of Coins energy that you're very picky as well. That's a picky card. He's very cautious. So whilst you're still trying to break away from your own kind of comfort zone, i.e. I was so used to this, am I going to find it again? I've been looking for love, And though I'm trying to do things differently now, I'm still very wary. Page of Coins means wary. So I think that this is probably you guys here. Even though you've been looking for love, you're still very wary because you don't know whether you're going to get the same thing again. You did move on from this person in the last 2 to 3 months for some of you guys with that Six of Swords energy. But based on everything so far, the most likely outcome for you will be, and I think the question is, can Aries truly get over this past love and move on to someone new? Because you're not finding, the reading suggests to me that you don't find it hard to trust. You were so used to a relationship the way it was. So in the beginning of this particular relationship that you separated from, things were really good. You had this really amazing emotional and psychic and spiritual connection between the both of you with that Knight of Cups and Queen of Cups. You were very receptive to this person. You liked the way that they look. You liked the way that they were with you, and it felt really good. And you don't really believe, because you're so cautious in this area here, even though you're excited to be free, you're still very cautious about new people because you don't know whether they're going to be like this. So really, you know, for me, the question is, can Aries rise above this and truly move on? And the answer, the most likely answer for me would be a no with this Seven of Wands. Because even though the Seven of Wands tells you that you're going to rise above the challenge, and it could be, and I think we'll clarify that, it could also be that these are people who are asking you out. See these 6 wands here? The Seven of Wands is the card of desire. It's the card of attention in love. So this shows that when people are paying you a lot of attention, but you're being very picky. It's either going to be that you say no to these suitors coming in, or it'll be that you rise above it. Let's clarify that card. What do you mean by the Seven of Wands as the most likely outcome in 3 cards for Aries? What do you mean by the Seven of Wands as the most likely outcome for Aries in 3 cards? Right, Judgment. So, Judgment can be making a judgment on someone here. The Ten of Swords reverse. That's nice. Yeah, you make a decision. So no, this is rising above it. This isn't you turning anyone down. This is you finally. The universe is saying the most likely outcome is going to be you're going to go the other way. Because kind of with you, Aries, on this reading, it is 50-50. The one half of you wants to let go and you want to move on and be free and all the rest of it. The other half of you still is very afraid about whether you're going to find what you had before. But I feel that based on these cards here, the universe is saying, no, Carol, what we're trying to say to you is, with this Seven of Wands, that the most likely outcome for Aries is going to be that they're going to rise up. But they're going to get over this, all right? They're going to get over that past relationship because you've got Judgment here. So Judgment is you guys being released. The Ten of Swords in the reverse is healing, and the Nine of Cups is feeling good about yourself and feeling exact. So I see you healing, rising above the situation and releasing yourself. You're going to get over it. You're going to overcome the challenge of kind of moving out of that comfort zone of the Four of Coins, which was this Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups together. You've been very picky because you were so used to something here and it felt great, but it went wrong somewhere along the line. But I do feel that you're going to overcome that energy and you're actually going to start getting out there properly and, you know, not being afraid to meet new people. You've got this Hermit coming in. Now, that can be distance or that can be somebody new. Can you clarify, magnify that Hermit for us, please, universe? Magnify the Hermit in 3. What do you mean the Hermit is coming in the immediate future? Because this can be that you're coming to the final stages of a situation with the Hermit. Let's have a look at what that is with 3. Right, you got the Ten of Cups. Could be an ending of a cycle. But also this is accomplishment. Ooh, nice. 4 of Wands. I think you're going to meet someone at work. I think this is an accomplishment card, 10 of Cups energy. New cycle beginning. 4 of Wands, you know, talking, dating, joy, laughter, all the rest of it. First stages of something here, and it's at work. I think you guys, that Hermit is actually saying, come the end of January into February, you're coming to the end of a stage of being on your own. All right, you're meeting someone probably within the workplace. I'm seeing you meeting someone in the workplace. What is your environment? What is the environment that you're in? Oh, wow, you got another 10 of Cups here. So your environment is the 10 of Cups. I actually feel that the environment that you're in is that cycle is, and this is the area that you can't control. So I definitely see a cycle coming to an end now with this 10 of Cups energy showing here. And it's showing it here. I see you meeting someone in work with these cards. There's a cycle that's definitely coming to an end here, Aries, okay? You can't stop that. There is a change coming in. The 10s mean changes as well. So there's definitely a change coming in. What is your hopes or fears? I think that with the, this is a fear with the 2 of Coins. Possibly your fear is never really being certain of someone with the 2 of Coins energy. Possibly your fear is not having a serious relationship with someone with the 2 of Coins energy. What is the overall outcome showing here? Wow, the world. You've definitely got a new cycle coming in. And this, let's clarify what that world is. Magnify the world, please, universe, in 3. Magnify that world. What do you mean the overall outcome is the world? Because the world is the accomplishment, it's the new phase, it's the new cycle. What do you mean by this world in 3 cards? Right, I've got the 2 of coins again, jeez. It showed there as well. I think this was your fear though. But then again, it might be the hope is to keep things light-hearted as well, which is the 2 of coins. Oh, right, we've got a page of cups reversed. That's interesting. And, oh, where are these coming from? I didn't put reversals in here, but they've turned themselves around. I turned everything upright before I started reading, and yet they've turned themselves around. 6 of coins. You're not giving to anyone here. 2 of coins energy. The overall outcome is the world. There's a change here. But do you know what? I feel that this is more about you going back to square one, because the world can also mean trying to protect yourself. And I think it's more that, to be honest with you. I think the overall outcome is trying to protect yourself. I feel that you are 2 of coins. I think that you're you're entertaining certain people, Aries, by the end of January going into February, but you're not giving yourself your heart away too lightly, because that page of cups in the reverse is somebody who is not giving themselves away too much. All right, they're not being as flirtatious with the page of cups in the reverse. This is the card of not being flirtatious, not being as loving, not showing as much romantic interest. And the 6 of coins in the reverse, I feel, is you guys just kind of not being as... but also, the 6 of coins in the upright would have been about playing the field, but not playing the field. You're not interested in playing the field. You're not interested. There's no playing the field here. 2 of coins energy. I just thought with the 2 of coins energy, you're just kind of going to go with the flow. That's what I think is happening here. I think it's just you going with the flow. I think, and it comes at the back of here. There's somebody that you meet here in work by the end of February, by the end of January, sorry, going into February. But the overall out and the environment that you're in is that you seem to get on with this person. This person really likes you, you really like them. But I just feel that you're going with the flow and you're not giving your heart away so easily. You're not wearing your heart on your sleeve with this person showing here, and you're not interested in kind of it's too early to give and take with the 6 of coins here. I feel what's happening here is you're just going to go with the flow with whoever this person is that comes in. 2 of coins in the upright, but I don't see you giving your heart to them. I don't think you're going to be playing the field, but I don't see that you're giving your heart to this person. You're just going to take it one step at a time. All right, which is really interesting to me on this reading. I'm going to ask who this person is coming in. Who is this person? Because I think with the Hermit, it's really saying in the coming up to the latter stages of January, Aries, that what you're actually doing, what's happening here is you're coming to the end of a phase, which is what the Hermit does. It's old. So you're coming to the end of a phase in that area here, in which it's clarifying and saying the 10 of cups. So 10 of cups is the accomplishment. 4 of wands is like a lot of happiness showing up here. This can also be the workplace, 4 of wands, and the 8 of coins. So you're accomplishing something. You might be meeting someone or that type of thing, because it's the end of a phase. So I see you meeting someone within the workplace here, and the environment that you're in concerning this, the environment around you is very conducive. You seem to get on with this person very well, but I feel that in the end you are protecting yourself with that world energy here. All right, it could also mean that it doesn't last with the world. It just comes to the end of a cycle, and that, you know, it doesn't work in the overall outcome, because you just want to play the field. You know, you just want to go with the flow, see how things are. You want to keep things light-hearted. You're not willing to give your heart away so readily, but you're not playing games at the same time. You're not playing around with anyone else at the same time. It just feels like you just want to go with the flow. Who is this person that Aries is going to meet by the end of January going into February? Show me 1 to 2 cards. Right, they're a moon. So, for you, I mean, this person has very strong feminine energy. It could also be, I read the moon as, it can be a Pisces, Cancer Pisces energy with the moon energy, the 2 of cups energy showing up here. Possibly likely to be a Cancerian, because the 2 of cups is first deacon in Cancer, and that moon is sometimes read as being a Cancer card as well. So I would say probably a Cancerian individual. I feel that this person might be very deep. And I feel that this person is, because the moon can be, it depends on how you want to read the moon. The moon can be somebody who is quite deep, but the moon can also be somebody who is, very secretive as well. I don't think this person is secretive though. I don't get that. I just think that this person has a lot of depth to them, and I feel that this person is a very loving individual. I think that they have, they're deeply connected with these two cards. I think that they're deeply connected, showing here. I think that they are a spiritually very connected individual with that Two of Cups and the Moon. I think they're very connected to themselves spiritually. I think this person knows themselves very well. I think that they have a very deep spiritual connection to who they are. Okay. But I do also feel that this person may have had some problems financially and now they're chasing the money. This person might also have some problems though financially. They're chasing money. They've got some problems financially. I just feel that this person is very connected to spirit more than anything else. Because I asked who is this person? That's what I asked. I asked who are they? So I'm answering the question through the cards. Well, who are they? The universe is saying, Carol, this person is the moon. Could be that they have secrets. Okay, especially when it comes to a relationship, maybe. They could have secrets with the moon when it comes to a relationship. But it could also be that the universe is saying, well, Carol, this person is very deep as a person, especially when it comes to relationships. They're not the type of person to mess anyone around because the moon can be very deep, especially when it comes to relationships as well. So it could also be that this person is very deep. They take relationships very, very seriously. Okay, so I don't think that this person is a player or anything like that. But I feel that in your environment, you've got this Ten of Cups. We're going to clarify what that Ten of Cups is. What is this Ten of Cups? You said in Aries environment, we have the Ten of Cups. What do you mean by that in 2 to 3 cards? Magnified, please. Well, you've got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is conflict, fighting, but it can also be working with people. The Three of Cups energy here. So you've got to read it based on that. These cards are aspected by a very good card. But then this is the ending of the cycle as well. So in your environment, you're done with a relationship here. In your environment, it's saying that actually this relationship has come to an end as well. The Five of Wands and the Three of Coins energy. No, I mean, this is definitely conflict because you've got the Five of Wands, the Three of Coins and the Five of Swords. It's about a conflict, a fight and a conflict. All right, there might also be in your, but then again, this is the environment that you're in and you have no control over that. So I actually feel that in your environment, the universe is saying that there's going to be an ending of a cycle coming in with that Ten of Cups energy. And it could be with a fight over property, for example. Five of Swords energy showing here, conflict in which somebody wins a small thing. So it could also be saying that in your environment, there's going to be the end. There's going to be the ending of a cycle. It feels like you were with someone for quite a while, to me, Aries. But it feels like finally there's going to be the ending of a cycle in this environment here, because there's a fight. Possibly the Three of Coins could be something like property or money or something like that, in which somebody is going to win. I don't think it will be you. All right, but the win will be pointless anyway. It's a futile win in which there'll be a futile win. So this might be over a small property thing or something like that. But it just feels that in your environment, there is going to be finally the ending of a cycle here. We're going to quickly do this reading one more time before we go. January, you guys are showing us the Page of Cups. You are excited about the future, I think. I think you're looking into your company saying, oh, what will there be? I mean, I think that you show us a Page of Cups because you show us kind of being... It's not that you're childish, Aries, it's just that you're looking at things through the eyes of a child like it's all new and it's all exciting. Because I think that there's been the ending of a relationship, possibly a marriage here. It would have been a long-term commitment or something, and I feel that finally you feel free of this devil. Maybe this person was the devil, or you feel free of a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship, or a relationship that was codependent or very limiting, or maybe the partner took drugs or something like that. But you're feeling free in this area here. But it's feeding through to the energy around you, being that every now and again you seem to look back in January and I think that what you're reminiscing about is the start of the relationship, because this Knight of Cups would be the start of the relationship and you were very receptive and it was all very nice and loving and stuff like that, And it may be that you're worrying with that Nine of Swords, am I ever going to get that feeling back in a relationship? Because the root issue for you is the Eight of Wands energy. This is all about change with the Eight of Wands energy. What you're seeking with the Eight of Wands energy. You're seeking new relationships here. But it's all about, or it could be that you are seeking here. The root issue for you is I'm seeking, Eight of Wands, to break free from the comfort zone, Four of Coins and that Tower, off the feeling of the relationship that I ended, or that's ended, that I felt so amazing about at the start. And I feel that with that Page of Coins, even though you're breaking free from the comfort zone, or your intention is to do that, you're still a little bit cautious about what potential there is to have this type of relationship come back round again. I also feel that this area here where you're reminiscing about how the relationship was at the beginning and you're wondering if you're ever going to get that back with someone else, is because you've been kind of doing a lot of meditation. I think with the Four of Swords, for some of you guys, you've been definitely thinking and meditating and focusing on, you know, being happy after the loss of a relationship. So this is what you really want. Aries, you want to be happy after the loss of a relationship, but as a result of that energy there, you're reminiscing, you're saying, I want to be happy after the loss of this really important relationship, but you know, I'm just thinking about how happy I was in that relationship in the beginning, and I'm just wondering if I'm ever going to get that back. Now in the last 2 to 3 months, we've got the Six of Swords energy. So you experienced the Six of Swords moving on. It was and in fact, really, we're not just going to be as simplistic as to say moving on. We're going to say that over the last 2 to 3 months, Aries, you experienced a transitional period with the Six of Swords energy showing here. So you were just getting used to all of this. Therefore, the most likely outcome will be based on all of this information so far, that how are you going to, you know, are you going to kind of step back? Or are you going to revert back to kind of like, oh, I want to be with that partner, or are you going to move on? Well, you're going to move on, aren't you? Because you're going to rise above it. You're going to rise above all of this. And the Judgment energy is all about you releasing yourself from the situation here. You're being resurrected from the rubble here. You are overcoming the pain of the Ten of Swords energy, and you're not going to take it too seriously as well. And you're going to start to feel a bit better about who you are. Now, coming in by the end of January into February, what we've got is the Hermit. So I feel that you're finally ending a cycle here, in which what I'm seeing is this Ten of Cups. So finally a new phase begins for you. I'm seeing a lot of happiness, Four of Wands energy in the workplace. I'm seeing around that someone that you're meeting. This person is very deep. They're very, very deep, very serious, I would say, about relationships. It could also be a Cancerian that you meet. But I feel that this person is not messing about. They want a relationship. They're very serious about relationships. In your environmental factors, I'm seeing a cycle coming to an end. You've probably had, if it's someone that you've divorced or something, Aries, I feel that you had a dispute probably over property or children or something like that. I feel that this is going to come to an end, but you may not win it with that Five of Swords. It doesn't matter if the other partner wins it, because it will be a futile win anyway. It's petty. I feel that your hope is to keep relationships light-hearted, actually, with that Two of Pentacles. I think you want a new relationship, but I feel that because you're a little bit cautious here, and because what you're doing with the Eight of Wands is you're trying to free yourself now, you're trying to release yourself with the Eight of Wands, because we can say that this is about release. There you are fantasizing and saying, thinking about the past, oh, how amazing this relationship it was that I had before in the beginning. It was lovely. This person did anything for me. Now I'm worried, am I ever going to have this back? Because Eight of Wands energy, it's all about trying to find new love, but also trying to release yourself from the old, breaking free from the comfort zone, but still feeling a little bit cautious. I think in this area here, that's why you say, I'm a little bit cautious. I want new love, but I'm a little bit tentative about taking those steps. So I just want to have something that's a bit carefree right now. The overall outcome will be, judging by this and this area, where we have new love coming in terms of work with somebody who's quite deep and romantic, but also having to deal within the environmental factors, that there is a cycle coming to a close, a fight over property or something like that, or a legal fight over whatever the case might be with that Three of Coins. Somebody else winning, you not winning with the Five of Swords energy. I think that this is culminating towards Aries saying, you know what, I'm going to protect myself. Okay, I'm going to keep this light-hearted with somebody new, but I'm not going to put my heart on my sleeve too much here with the Page of Cups in the reverse. It's not that I want to play around with anyone else, but I just want to take things slowly. I think there's a little bit, I don't know what this is, but it feels to me that there's a bit of a bittersweet thing going on with you, because whilst you want new love, and a part of you is reminisced about and thought about how your old lover and how the relationship was at the start of that old relationship, and how fantastic and amazing it was, and how this person made you feel like a princess, like a queen, all the rest of it. There is also the fact that I think in this reading you've not only gone through a transitional period that was probably quite difficult for some of you Aries, but also what I feel happens here is that in the environmental factors, you're dealing with the ending of a cycle in which it feels like you've had some form of a dispute with the previous lover showing here. So there's been a dispute, and I think that what happens is even though with this new person here, you'll give them a chance, I think that there's a little bit of, it feels like there's a little bit of annoyance. So you're saying, you know what, actually, the world is also protection. The cycle around the world means protection. So you say, you know what, this time I'm going to be more careful. So it might be, for example, you're losing some cash, or you're losing some money, or you're having to give up, something to do with a possession or something like that. But I feel that whilst there is a certain interest in this person, it's more about you. So I feel that you're more likely, Aries, to want to protect yourself going forward in relationships, which means the Page of Cups reversed, I'm not going to give my heart away so easy. I'm not going to wear my heart on the sleeve. I'm not going to start telling this person that I love them. I'm going to play it cool. I just see you playing it cool. It's not that there's anyone else that you're wanting to mess around with or anything like that, but I just feel that you're not going to be as giving as well. Six of Coins in the reverse as well, not as giving. I just feel you're not going to wear your heart on your sleeve. You're not going to be as giving with the Six of Coins in the reverse, and you're just going to keep everything very light-hearted. Because I feel with the world energy, not only are you protecting yourself, but also I see a massive shift within you. All right, judging by a relationship that didn't go. I would just say that the only advice I would give in this reading is don't tar any new lovers by the standards of an old one. That's all I would say, because it just feels like you are tarring somebody with the same brush. Like, it just feels like you want new love, but you go into protection mode because of what somebody else has done. And I would say that if you go into if it resonates with you, Aries, if you go into every single relationship like this, you'll not have anything at all, because you'll end up sabotaging those relationships. So I would say it's nice that you're getting over someone and that you're looking forward to the future, but you're also carrying still a lot of, I would say, looking at the reading, feels like you're carrying a hell of a lot of emotional baggage concerning a previous lover, and it feels like you could be taking that into a new relationship. So I would say good on you for managing to break the mold here, to break away from that previous lover, to break away from the memories of that previous lover, because it's not what happened in the past, it's what's happening now. But I would say don't take what a previous lover does to you forward into a relationship, because I think that you could end up kind of sabotaging. Okay, so just be careful of what baggage you take into relationships that come your way. All right, okay, we're going to get some advice, spiritual advice from the Answers in Simple Sonia Chocolate. What is the spiritual advice that you have for Aries? What is the spiritual advice that you have for Aries? Show me in one card. Right, so, yeah, there you go. It says, get over yourself, sorry. It's just one of those cards where I think that if you're thinking too heavily about something, and you can see this person looking in the mirror at themselves, they're consistently looking at themselves, okay? And it's almost like it's all about them. It's not all about you, and I think that when this card shows up, I'm not being horrible, Aries, but I think that when this card shows up, it's saying, look, it's fine if you want to have beef with a partner because they took something with you, but don't have beef with somebody new. Okay, and it's fine if I don't think it's about you playing games, though the Two of Coins can be, but you're just keeping things light-hearted, but you're not giving anything away, and you're not giving anything away with the Six of Coins energy reverse. So you're not giving anything. It's almost like you're playing, you're having fun, but you're not showing any real interest in these areas based on whatever somebody's done to you in this area here. And I feel that the universe is saying the same thing. Get over yourself. It's not all about you. Fine if you want to have beef with this person, and if you want to harbour that beef within you. So if you want to carry that baggage from whatever the beef is you've got with someone taking stuff away from you here in this relationship, Aries, but don't go putting it onto somebody else, because that's not fair. It's not their fault. Especially somebody who I feel with the Moon and the Two of Cups as a person, because I ask what type of person is it? Who is it? I don't think this person is holding any secrets. I think that they're just very deeply connected to themselves, because this is also a connection as well. I think that this person is very deeply connected to who they are, but also this person is very serious, I think, with the Moon about relationships. So why kind of Why make somebody else suffer for the deeds of what somebody else? Why make new lovers suffer for the deeds that an old lover did? It's not fair. Okay, so just get over yourself about it. You know, if you want to have beef with someone, fine. If you want to have baggage over that, then fine. But don't carry the baggage into other relationships, because it's not fair. All right, my darlings, I'm coming back with your, if it resonated with you, then that's the advice I'm giving on the reading. But what I would say on this reading is, I'm not being harsh, Aries. It's just that my intuition is telling me that you're carrying baggage from one relationship into another with somebody who may not deserve that, and that's not fair. Yeah, that's it. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like a private reading, you can always click on the comment section. The main link is in there to the website. Also, Aries, if you want to see your year ahead 6-month forecast, please go across. Your reading is sitting next door to this one. Okay, love you. Take care. Bye bye.